All right. Well, a couple months ago or so, my sister got married, my older sister, and went to her wedding. I was in the wedding on my brother-in-law's side, and it was great. The wedding went great. Blah blah blah. Fast forward through the reception, I fucked her maid of honor.
Nice.
Hell yeah.
Not bad. Nothing wrong with that.
Which I don't want to lie, pretty cool. Yeah. I was pretty pumped about it in the moment, from what I remember anyway.
Okay.
Now I can't look my sister in the face.
Why?
Because, okay, so I woke up next to this girl. Like I knew what was going on through the night. I wasn't that drunk. But...
Listen. Again, we are your defense attorney, so save the bullshit you've told your sister and be honest. You knew what the fuck was going on. You weren't. No, this maid of honor didn't take advantage of you. Let's be fucking honest, Jerry boy.
I'm not. Hey, I'm not. I'm not saying she took advantage of me. I'm not saying she took advantage of me. My sister doesn't know.
Right.
And that's like why I have trouble looking her in the face right now, because I don't know if I should tell her.
Why?
I don't know if I should keep it to myself, take it to the grave. I genuinely feel guilty about it.
Hold on.
And it turns out the maid of honor also has a fiance I had no idea about.
Okay, all right. Now it's getting more. Okay, so you didn't, hold on. Who the fuck is her maid of honor? You're her brother. You don't know her best ostensibly this is her best friend, right?
So my sister moved away when I was probably 13.
Okay.
Moved down to Texas. And she didn't come back. She came back when she had a kid at like 21, 22, something like that.
Okay.
And so I just wasn't around her and her best friend when they came back. And her best friend now lives across the country.
Okay.
And was only like in town for the wedding.
Convenient.
Interesting. Okay. All right. I still think that might have come up if you were a more observant guy. But all right, we'll give you the plausible deniability there.
Yeah.
So your sister's 8 years old.
I swear to God, I found out on Facebook when she added me a month later.
Okay.
About the fiance thing.
So then my question is, why did you feel the need? Like, why did you not tell her immediately? I don't understand. Like, why were you, when you didn't know about the fiance thing, why were you ashamed to have sex with her maid of honor? If anything, I would think that's kind of fun. That just means you had an awesome wedding. If you're fucking, you know what I mean? Like if you didn't know that she was cheating, why even hide that information in the first place?
Well, like I said, woke up next to this girl next morning, and she looks at me and she says, "We can never tell your sister."
Oh, okay.
And I was immediately like, "Yeah, of course, never tell my sister this," because I don't know. Honestly, I don't know.
I'm with you on this one, actually, Jerry boy. And I'll say too, like, you know, if I fucked my sister's maid of honor at her wedding,
I guess you have a sister, I have brothers. If I fucked like a girl in their wedding, I'd be like, dude, I fucked that girl.
Yeah,
and even if they were mad at me, I'd be like, I don't care, I fucked her.
I know. I mean,
I guess sisters are different.
Kind of, not really. Like, I could see myself telling my sister. At the same time, it's like, you know, the day after the wedding, I'm not gonna be like, "Hey, guess what? Guess what I did last night? I fucked your best friend. It was fucking cool." Right after your wedding,
at that little like brunch everyone has. Right. You're like, "Oh, by the way, last night was awesome." So,
and if you don't tell her then, like, you know, it's just kind of weird to bring it up a week later or something. So, I'm kind of with you, Jerry. But
so now it's the telltale piece of strange you fucked. You're hearing it squish under the floorboards. So the guilt is killing you, huh, little Jerry?
It is. It like we went out to dinner for my father's birthday last week, and she was sitting right across the table from me, and I swear to God, I could not make eye contact with her. It's like it is eating me up a bit.
So okay, I have a couple questions here. So how close are you to you said your sister moved away. Were you guys like, did your parents get divorced and she moved with like your mom or dad? Like, what was that about?
She's 6 years older than me.
Okay.
She moved to, it was a whole thing, but she had moved to Florida with my grandparents for 6 months. And then she ended up moving away to Texas to be with her now husband.
Okay.
And this was 10 years ago. And they just finally got,
18?
that was 15 years ago. And they just got married.
So she's 18. She was 18 when she was just like an adult that moved, and you were a kid.
Yep.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. And you guys are close though.
Yeah, I lived with her for about 8 months after a breakup.
Okay, so you guys are really close now. And okay, so listen, if that's the case, I guess my advice boils down to your sister's more important than some lady you fucked at her wedding. You know what I mean?
Well,
Like,
okay, I don't care about the lady.
right,
You know
that's
what I
what I'm
mean? But
saying.
I also don't want to blow up her spot with my sister. You know what I mean? Like they're really close too. You know?
Well, then,
This is what I think. You haven't had contact with this woman since you fucked her at the wedding, right?
Well, well,
here we go.
not. she she added me on Facebook.
Right.
Mm,
Then she added me on Snapchat.
Oh, come on. And then what
There's not
happened?
been that much contact, but I have talked to her, let's say 3 times.
Look, dude, here are your two options. Number one, never speak to this woman again. Act like she's a total stranger if you ever see her.
yeah.
Act like this is the fucking 40s and she's a man you had sex with. You had illegal gay sex in the army bathroom when you were both stationed at Fort
I was
Bragg.
cruising for her.
Right?
And
Exactly.
now we can't. Okay, gotcha.
Act like this is a man you cruised with at the park that you ran into at church. And those treat her like that and swallow it and just be a man and old fashioned shut the fuck up about it, or tell your sister. Those are your only options in my opinion. And I personally
Okay, so let's.
I
go
lean
ahead.
towards just eat it. Who gives a fuck? Is this
Yeah.
really a betrayal? Why do you feel guilt? What is it that you can't look your sister in the eye? Like, I don't, she
Yeah.
seems pretty open-minded. She got fucking knocked up and got married 15 years later. She doesn't seem like a fucking prude or anything. You know what I mean? Like, what's the source of this guilt, really? And like,
man, because she let me live in her house for 8 months for fucking free. Helped me, helped me out a ton. Was super nice to me. And at this point, I feel like I've been fucking lying to her. You know what I mean? Like, or I've been
how does it
holding
affect
something
her?
back
Wait a second.
that doesn't feel right to hold back. But I also don't want to blow up her shit. You know?
Hold on. In what way were you lying to your sister?
Yeah.
Like, you didn't cheat. Like, this
By omission. Isn't lying by omission a thing, Stabby?
Not real. Let me ask you a real question. How would she react if she found out? What are you worried about?
Yeah.
I don't think she would react in a giant blow up kind of way. I think she would react in a she just won't talk to me anymore kind of way.
You think your sister would cut off
if the reaction was bad? That's not even 100% the reaction would be bad.
Hold on a second. Hold on. Something's going on with your psychology because here's the situation. You at your sister's wedding hook up with a girl who you don't know has a fucking fiance. She swears you to secrecy. It never comes up with your sister. It's not like she was like, hey, did you fuck my maid of honor?
Yeah.
And you were like, huh. In your head, you weren't like, I swore to this woman I wouldn't lie, I wouldn't tell, so I have to lie to my sister. Your sister wasn't like, hey, you didn't fuck that girl, right? That would have really hurt my feelings. What happened is it never came up. It doesn't really matter. To Eldis's point, even if you had a good relationship and it was something that was cool to tell your sister, when would it even come up?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? This isn't the kind of thing that's that fucking crazy. If okay, does this even count as lying by omission? Because you have to gain something from the lie of omission. And then, so I don't understand and then let's say your sister does find out and she does react negatively. You just say, I didn't know she had a fiance. She told me not to say anything. It never came up. It's not important to me. If you ever asked me directly, I would have told you, which I think you probably would do because this is just this bullshit is eating you up. I don't really know. It's not a perfect situation, but I don't know what you really did wrong. And then I would say, like, if you went to your sister and you were like, hey, this has been eating me up. I feel like I've been lying to you. I don't know if it matters to you or not, but I have to be honest. I don't want any secrets between us. I'm very grateful for everything you've done for me. I hooked up with your friend. She told me not to tell you, and it just feels bad to like keep this from you. Would it how? I don't see a world where she would feel like she would react she would cut you out of her life because of that. I think you're being irrational in your fears, to be honest with you.
Okay, no, that's fair. I probably am.
Okay. Do you have this problem generally? Are you a worrier? Are you like
Totally.
do you elevate issues that have never even been a problem?
All the time.
Okay, so then this is good. Then like you know that this is good for you to understand that this doesn't really matter, right? We just talked it through with you. It's not a clean situation. It's not great. If you could avoid it, if you could go back in time, you probably just wouldn't have fucked this girl if you knew she was going to swear you to secrecy and that she was cheating on somebody. But that's not what happened.
Right.
You didn't know any better.
Yeah.
It's never come up with your sister. If it ever did come up with your sister, you would tell her. And there's never even been a reason for it to come up. I think you're fine.
You're right.
I think you're fine. I think the easiest thing for you is just like, unless it comes up, just forget about it. Because honestly, ultimately, it was meaningless. It was just some weird hookup at your sister's wedding.
Yeah.
Happens at weddings. And if it ever comes up, you just tell her exactly what we just said. Like, hey, it was weird. I didn't know she was, whatever, married. She told me not to tell you. And you never asked about it. And if it ever came up, I would have told you. That's what you say. And maybe your sister's
Totally.
mad at you for a little bit. Maybe. I don't even think she would be. I think it's just kind of a weird situation. But worst case scenario, she's kind of mad at you a little bit. If she's a reasonable person, it'll eventually just, she'll eventually just be fine with it. And you'll go back to normal. There's in my opinion, there's no world where your sister cuts you out of her life for this.
Yeah, I'm with Stav. I mean, the stuff you're describing, like if I like, got fired or whatever the fuck happened to you and I had to like move in with her for 8 months or something as adults, I feel like this would only like make me feel closer to her and more willing to be like, oh, by the way, I fucked your friend with a fiance.
Yes.
And she'd be like, oh, Jesus Christ. And then
Oh,
just like
you
move
fucking
on.
idiot.
Yeah.
And she might roast you a little bit for a couple weeks. And it might even
True.
come up, but it's not a relationship.
Now, I don't
ending
know. I
thing.
hear a little twang in your voice. You said your sister moved to Texas. Maybe you're some good old fashioned Southern folk or something.
Maybe she's
but
born again Christian.
Hey, Midwest, baby.
Midwest.
Oh, Midwest.
Indiana.
Okay. Indiana's the South somehow. But I know what you mean.
Indiana fucking sucks,
it
bro.
is.
It's a
There's
fucking
an
dog
inordinate
shit
amount of
place.
Confederate flags flying around for a
This is
staple
our most
spot for
coastal
reunion.
elite opinion is get me out of Indiana.
I love the Midwest too, but man, Indiana is like one of the few places I've been to that's like, no, there's just no.
And by the way,
redemption
I don't
here.
know if you know this.
All right,
Fort
slow
Wayne.
down. It's not that bad. Come on.
All right, whatever. Hey, listen,
Can
we
I
got
share
enough
one
to
more
deal with right now. We don't have to open up this
You guys?
fucking vein of conversation. You got to go play in whatever honky tonk bar you're about to fucking do Foo Fighter covers in.
Hey, no. Fucking punk fan. Give me a break.
Sorry. Anyway,
Look,
Can
man.
I share one more embarrassing part of that hookup story for you guys, though?
sure, of course.
I was so drunk when it happened. I'm talking so drunk. I fell asleep.
In the middle of coitus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like riding me. That was the last thing I remember. I remember, like, I woke up in the morning and I was like, what happened? I had to
Yeah.
ask her. I was like, what happened?
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, well, all right.
You
Maybe
see a
she-
broken beer
That's
bottle on the ground, smashed against the wall in the morning. You're like, what happened last night?
She's like, let's just never talk about it. And you think you're the victim?
I just
No, bro,
blacked
no.
out.
Wait, there's no victim
What
here.
did we
There's no
do?
victim here.
Nothing.
Why is there
I'm
glass
never telling anyone
everywhere?
about this.
No, bro. She was the one feeding me drinks all night. you know?
Listen, look, you're fine, buddy. And I would say in general, stop being such a worrywart. This is I will give you some credit. This is a weird
Yeah.
sort of ethical, there's not a clear-cut answer.
It's a little
So
gray
somebody
area.
who already like worries over nothing, I can see why you elevated this into something, but ultimately you're fine. Your relationship to your sister is much more important than this. I don't see how this could even affect it, to be honest with you. And yeah,
You're absolved. Just never communicate with this woman again.
Yes,
or
no
don't
more
don't try to
Snapchats.
fuck her again.
once you try and fuck her again, everything we've just said, you've eliminated.
I could even say like if you cross paths with her, you can keep the conversation friendly, but when when any even inkling of flirting comes out, you have to remove yourself.
shut it down.
Don't try to get pussy again.
That's right.
You guys are 100% right. I do have one counterpoint to that, though.
Okay, go ahead.
Rockin' tits.
Hey, listen. Then listen,
Or
shut
fuck
the
her,
fuck
man.
up and stop whining, you fucking pussy. You wanna know how I actually feel? I've been trying to give you good advice, but if it was me, I wouldn't think about
I'm
this
listening
again,
to
and
the
I would
advice, I
probably
swear.
try
I
and fuck
swear,
her.
I'm listening
And it
to
would
the
not
advice. I'm
affect me
taking
to
you
lie to
guys-
my
I'm
sister
doing
about
everything
it.
for you. I just wanted to play devil's advocate for a
Okay,
second.
all right. Well, those are your two options. Either shut the fuck up or keep trying to fuck
If
her
you
and be
are-
a man and lie.
Yeah.
All right. I think I'm going to take shut the fuck up route.
Great.
There you
great,
go.
Great. All right. Well, good luck, buddy. Good luck at the gig.
Thank you, guys. I appreciate you.
What do you
Love
play?
you
What do you
guys.
play,
I love
Jerry?
to listen to this.
Oh yeah. What?
I play guitar.
Okay,
Hell
there you
yeah.
go.
Fuck yeah, dude. All right, brother. Well, listen, we do have some. We probably by the time this comes out, it'll be announced. But we got some Indiana dates coming, so keep your eye peeled for
Yeah.
I
that.
will be there.
I love it.
Hell yeah.
All right, dude. Take it easy.
See you, Jerry.
Yep. Have a good one.
That was kind of fun.
I
That was
know.
a fun one.
I know. What the fuck is he talking about? I was like, if that was me,
Shut up,
if that was
pussy.
me, I'd be like, whoa, I fucked my sister's friend. That was pretty cool. And they'd be like, whoa, she has a fiance. That's kind of fucked.
And then I'd be like, oh, kind of fucking even cooler.
And it's like, yeah, she has cool tits. Then
Yeah.
you know,
And by the way, if we're ever at a baptism and she happens to be there,
right?
I'm trying to get pussy, you know, at the baptismal brunch.
Yeah,
Yeah. So, Jerry, just shut the fuck up.
yeah.